All right, did you watch TV in the 80s? Remember quicksand? It was one of Hollywood's favorite plot devices for many years. You think drowning in quicksand happens all the time, but in reality, it's nearly impossible to do that.
But people do occasionally find themselves in some sticky situations. ABC's Danny New shows us how a Michigan man's quicksand sunk him into a love story.
Nearly 40 years after The Princess Bride, we finally have another love story involving quicksand.
He fell hard for me.
A little over a week ago, Mitchell and Brienne here were on a trip to the shores of Lake Michigan looking for special rocks known to populate the area. Soon after arrival, Bree said to Mitch, "Hey, that sand over there looks dangerous." And then, yada yada yada, half of his body was submerged.
Once I tried to warn him and he didn't listen, I knew that I was in love with this guy.
Because that's the other part of the story. Mitch and Bree had been best friends but had not put labels on anything. And Bree started getting questions like,
"Why aren't you guys dating yet?" And I said, "You need to ask him because I'm not sure."
But Mitch said he just didn't think she liked him like that. So now, cut to...
Don't worry, there's nothing to worry about unless there's a...
Except it wasn't that serious, to an extent. Mitch says within 3 seconds, his foot was touching what felt like cement and he was not going any deeper. So he thought maybe he could take care of this on his own, you know, in a manly way.
Had to try and impress the girl, and it didn't work out.
With frigid Michigan waters pouring in on him, soon his hands went numb, and Mitch agreed they should each try calling the authorities.
We literally called each other boyfriend and girlfriend for the first time at the same time to separate 911 operators.
Soon, Leland Township Fire and Rescue arrived, put a life vest on Mitch, got a rope around him, and dug him out. He says he was a little sore for the next few days, but everything is fine, and now Mitch and Bree are done wasting time. Listen to this, they are now working on getting their wedding plans solidified. Because after all that, something ought to be, right?
If this is how the relationship starts, what's in store for us?
Mitch and Bree are now planning to take those rocks they found that day and use them to make their wedding rings. I asked if they might also get married on that beach, but Bree's family has already ruled it out for safety concerns. Can't argue with that. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.